Hello, students of Std-8. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Montbretia. You remember in your social science, we are in the question answers of chapter number 1 in geography. Geography, chapter number 1, resources, question answers. We were there for Std-8. Already we have written 4 questions and answers. Now we are going through the 5th question, that was define the term, that is define the terms. So there are 3 terms. First was reserves. The question, since I have given you already, again I am writing the questions along with the answers for you people. The first definition which you have to define is reserves. The first word which we have to define is reserves. Now see what you have to write. Reserves. These are the subsets of stock. These are the subsets of stock which can be put into use. Which can be put into use with the existing technology, with the existing technology, with the existing technology, but their uses have been postponed, but their uses have been postponed, keeping in mind, keeping in mind the needs of the future generations. So see, these are the subsets of stock which can be put into use with the existing technology, but their uses have been postponed, keeping in mind the needs of the future generation. What do you mean by this? For example, I am telling you, India has sufficient amount of forest. India has sufficient amount of forest, but to fulfill the needs of the present generation, they are being protected for the future generations. India has sufficient amount of forest to fulfill the needs of the present generation, but they have been preserved, protected for the future generation. This is called reserves. Too much forest is there in our country, but they have been protected so that future generation can also use it. This is called reserves. We are having sufficient thing. We are having the technology also, but we are not using it for the purpose of future generation. This is called reserves. Now our second term to define is stock. So see, these are the materials in the environment. These are the materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy the human needs, but could not be used, as the human beings do not have the appropriate technology to convert appropriate technology to convert them into a usable form. So these are the materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy the human needs but could not be used as the human beings do not have the appropriate technology to convert them into a usable form. Means, see, water is the combination of two inflammable gas, hydrogen and oxygen, H2O. You know the formula of water, H2O. H means hydrogen, O means oxygen. But science do not have any technology to divide them and make them two separate gases for using them as energy resource. So we are having sufficient stock in the form of water, H2O, but there is no technology to convert them separately. This is called stock. Okay. See, our third definition, our third term to define is potential resource. Potential resource. What is this? Resources which are found in resources which are found in a region, 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 comma, but have not been utilized, due to lack of capital, due to lack of capital or other regions. Resources which are found in a region, comma, but have not been utilized due to lack of capital or other regions. So this is called potential resource. Okay. For example, I am just explaining you. For example, the western part of our country, Gujarat and Rajasthan, they are having enormous sources. Means they are having enormous potential for the development of wind and solar energy. But due to some reason, these are not yet have been developed properly to produce more and more solar and wind energy. So it might be some reason, either lack of capital or technology, something else. So this type of things are called potential resources. These are the end of the question answers of chapter 1, resources. Learn them, write them, and try to learn them. Thank you.